Hello everybody, it's me Charlotte, and today we are trading in our knitting needles for a crochet hook. That's right, I'm going to teach you guys how to crochet. This is for absolute beginners. We're just going to cover how to make a chain and how to single crochet. So we will go over that in just 1 second. But first, I want to say thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so now. And if you'd like to follow me on Facebook, there will be a link in the description below. Alright, crochet for absolute beginners. Like I said, I'm going to show you the chain, how to make a chain, and how to single crochet. So, to make a chain, all you need to do first, leave yourself enough yarn to weave in at the ends. That's it. 6 inches, as many as, doesn't have to be that much. And you want to make your slip knot. Now, making a slip knot, all I do is wrap my yarn twice over my index finger. Take this piece that's in the very back, bring it over the piece that was in the front, and then take the piece that is now in the back and bring it all the way over my finger. Take my crochet hook and slip it in there. Tighten it up. You don't want it too tight, but you want it to be able to turn and twist. Alright, now how I do it completely different than probably you've ever seen anyone on YouTube hold their yarn or anything like that. I do everything differently. But how I do it is I hold my knot with my ring finger and my thumb. I just hold the knot, that slip knot, I just hold it. And I put my working yarn in between my index and my ring finger, and I hold it like this. This is how I hold my yarn. It's the only way I can do it to keep my tension correctly. You're going to have to experiment, mess around, especially if you're an English knitter. It's going to be weird to hold your yarn in your left hand, but you will find a way that works for you. To make a chain stitch, all you do is you take a chain stitch. All you do to make a chain is you take your hook. You want to wrap it around that working yarn like so. You just want to grab it. I usually turn it down just so I know that it's nice and secure. And then you just want to bring it through that slip knot. Now that counts as 1. That's 1. And you do it again. Take your hook, grab that working yarn. Like I said, I usually point it in the down position to bring it through that loop. Okay, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you just want to kind of grab that working yarn with your hook. I usually point it in the down position just to pull it through. And that's the chain. That's how you make a chain. You can make it as many as you want. Keep in mind though, if you want 20, say you wanted 20 stitches, you would chain 21, because we're going to skip that first chain, or that last chain we made. We'll skip that, and that just helps bring the work up. So it kind of raises, it kind of builds up. And that's all you do. Now to do a single crochet, all you do is, here's our chain. I usually turn it around, and if you turn your chain upside down, you'll see there's these little like spines. There's these loops right in the middle that run all the way down. That's where I go into. Sometimes you'll see people go into this, just that first little loop up there. I don't really like that. I like to turn it over, and that makes my chain then a very nice edge. It looks like a very nice edge when you do it that way. So you can see we have 1 spine here. That's going to be 1 chain away from the hook. This on the hook does not count as anything. It's just there. This first little hump though is considered chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, chain 4. So if you find a pattern that says chain or single crochet 3rd chain from the hook, you would go 1, 2, and 3, and that's your 3rd chain from the hook. If you just want to make a nice little piece, an even piece, it'll say, you know, single crochet 1 chain from the hook. So here's our 1. We want to skip that one, and we want to go into the second little hump. And to do that, all you do is you insert your hook into that little hump, grab some working yarn with your hook, pull it through that hump. Now you're left with these 2. Now all you want to do is you want to grab some more working yarn and pull it through both. Again, go through that second hump, pick up some working yarn, pull it through that hump. Now you have 2 loops, pick up some working yarn with your hook and pull that working yarn through both of those loops. Again, here's our 3rd hump. We're going to go in there, insert our hook through that hump, pick up some working yarn, pull it through that hump. We have 2 little loops on our hook. Pick up some more working yarn, and we're going to pull that through as well. And that's all there is to a single crochet. Go through the hump, bring up a loop, bring up more working yarn, pick some more working yarn up, and go through both of those loops. Do it a few more times here. Go through that hump, pull your working yarn through the hump, grab some more working yarn, and go through both. Again, go through the hump, pick up that working yarn, pull it through the hump, pick up more working yarn, and go through both. Again, insert your hook into that little hump on the back, grab some working yarn, pull it through that hump. We now have 2 loops. We're going to grab some more working yarn and pull through both of those loops. Go through that hump, and the chain, sorry, is always a little tricky, but once you get through that, you guys will fly right through this if you practice. We're going to take some working yarn and go through both. Again, you want to go through that hump, grab some working yarn, pull it through that hump, grab some more working yarn, and pull it through both of those loops. Again, I'm just going to sit here and do this quietly so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Crochet goes so much faster than knitting. You use a lot more yarn, but you really do, you finish whatever it is you're working on fairly quickly, comparative speaking, to knitting. Knitting takes a long time. Probably why I have so many whips. But crochet goes pretty quick. And here's our last one. It'll be right next to the knot. You'll see the hump. This one's sometimes a little hard to get into, but if you just have a little bit of patience, you can usually get your hook through there. Through that last little hump, bring up some working yarn, grab some more working yarn, and go through 2. Okay, now to grow up, how do we do that? Well, if we're just doing single crochet, we're just going to chain 1, which we've done this before. We have a loop on our needle. We're going to grab some working yarn, and we're going to pull it through that loop. That's a chain 1. We're now turning our work. So basically, our work's like this. We're just turning it over. So now it's like this. Now, when doing single crochet, you'll have a hole right here. It'll be right underneath. See that chain? It's like a little braid. The first little braid there, all you want to do, put your hook right underneath that braid. You're going to go through both, the whole braid. You have one here and one there, and you just go through both. if you look, there's like a little hole there. There's going to be a hole for each one. All you want to do is go through that hole now, grab some working yarn, bring it through that hole, grab some more working yarn, and pull through both loops. Again, go through that hole. It's right underneath that nice braid stitch. Go in that hole, grab some working yarn, pull it through that hole, and then go through both. Bring some more working yarn and go through both. Let's do it one more time. Go into that hole underneath that nice braid, pick up some working yarn with your hook, bring it through that hole, pick up some more working yarn, and go through both loops that were on the hook. Again, the hardest part, I think, is going to be holding your yarn, finding the right tension, which that's in any yarn craft you do. If you knit or you crochet, just finding that perfect tension, the perfect way to hold your yarn, that's going to be challenging to where you're comfortable. It's going to take practice, but it goes fast. And say I messed up. Here, we'll mess up here. We'll do like, I'll skip one. There we go. I'll skip one. I messed up. I missed one. Now what? It's literally just, you just keep pulling your yarn until you find a loop to stick your hook in, and you continue. So fixing mistakes in crochet is way easier. And you can get things done a lot faster. Now, I do believe that there is a place for crochet and there is a place for knitting. Not all things should be crocheted, not all things should be knit. So you will find some perfect projects that are perfect for crochet. Simple scarves, they go quick. We will go over a lot of different things. But that's how you single crochet. Again, you just want to chain one when you come to the end, turn your work, and do it all over again. Find that first hole, insert your hook through the hole, bring up some working yarn, grab some more working yarn, bring it through both loops on your hook. And that's it, guys. That's how you single crochet. I've never made a crochet tutorial before, so it's kind of hard when making tutorials. You think that everyone just knows exactly what you're talking about, so if I did not do good on this tutorial, I do apologize. But that is the single crochet and the chain. If you have any questions or would like to see more crochet, please let me know in the comments below. But that's all there is to it. Trying to go slow here so you guys can see exactly what it is I'm doing. And when I get to another end piece, sometimes the ends are hard, but you just find that hole, you find that last little chain, that little braid right there, and you just want to go underneath that little braid. Bring up some working yarn with your hook, grab some more working yarn and go through both of those loops on your hook. And then you chain one, turn your work, and do it over again. And that is the single crochet and the chain. Like I said, any questions, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more crochet videos, I can show you how to crochet blankets, different crochet stitches, all kinds of stuff. If you'd like to see any of that, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so now. And if you'd like to follow me on Facebook, that link will be in the description below. So until next time, guys, I hope everyone has a super wonderful, fabulous day, and happy crocheting. Bye!